What would you say if I was to tell you we could increase the value of a house by £15,000 in just 3 days? Sounds impossible, doesn't it? Well, stay with us, because that's exactly what we're going to try and do. Coming up today, the team take on a bungalow that's cracking up.
Oh, wow.
It's awful.
Oh.
The clock's ticking.
I feel like we're too far behind still. Way behind.
The pressure is on.
I can't pay for it because it's not been finished.
And it's not going to plan.
I'm really disappointed about how this build is going.
If they don't add 15 grand,
Oh, no. Get on with it.
the team won't get paid.
The new average valuation for this house is...
Hello and welcome to the Renovation Game. This is the show where each day our expert design and build team will work on a different house and try and increase its value by, yes, you did hear it right, a massive £15,000. Now, we do give them 3 days to carry out all of their work and a budget of £3,000 to buy all of their materials. But here's the important bit. If they fail to reach their target, they don't get paid. Quite literally, no win, no fee. Today, we're in Middlesex, not far from the Thames, to meet Jean and Jeff.
I'm Jeff, and this is my mother. And I don't live here, but I visit quite a lot to try and look after her.
Don't like that bit.
Jean has lived in this two-bed bungalow for 23 years. Her husband recently passed away. They used to do the DIY together, but in the latter years of his life, he just wasn't well enough.
Dad was the handyman, wasn't he? And you was the decorator.
Because Dad was a bit like Jeffrey. He was very ham-fisted, you know.
I'm not ham-fisted.
You are in a certain sense.
I'm saying nothing.
No, don't.
After spotting a crack in the floor, Jeff pulled the dining room apart to find out what was causing it.
I noticed one day, from standing on that side, I saw a crack in the bottom of this corner here. When I lifted the carpet and followed it through, you can see there's a crack going all the way across the house.
And once he found the void in the floor, he searched for cracks in the walls.
And there's these sort of cracks, which are actually structural because they go through to the brickwork. So my idea is that you actually make them wider so you actually get stuff in there and fix it, rather than just cover it up.
A surveyor deemed they were simply down to settlement, and the house has now been given the all clear. Jeff has filled the void in the floor, but the rest of the room is an absolute mess. And at times his mum wishes the earth would just open up and swallow her.
I absolutely, it really depresses me. I hate it. So, no, I would love to see it all nice again.
Aside from the cracks, the whole bungalow is in need of some TLC. It's dated and the bathroom has not only seen much better days, but has had a leaky shower for 5 months. Jeff got halfway through the job and gave up.
Basically, I had to chip out the concrete to get this out because it was stuck inside the wall. This is currently our shower. So I'm quite happy using this. It's actually quite flexible. But hopefully your builders can do a better job than me.
Yeah, that shouldn't be too difficult, Jeff. But even worse than the shower and the cracks, Jeff's snail-paced DIY is affecting his relationship with his mum.
I've had enough.
I completely understand that now. Even now I'm thinking it's taking too long. But the arguments makes it take longer. Because I get to a point where I'm so up, my blood's boiling, it takes me a couple of days to recover and carry on again.
Before any work begins to mend their relationship and the house, we've invited 3 local estate agents to value the property in its current condition, complete with cracks.
Well, it's quite a large hallway. It is a little on the dark side, though.
It's a mismatch of tiles. That's obviously been changed when this shower's gone in. Take these tiles down because the old ones with the flowers on aren't really modern, shall we say.
The whole kitchen will have to be redone. The tiles I would take off the walls completely. New kitchen, new everything.
It is a very good sized room, but again, you know, the theme echoed throughout the property is the dated decor. It really does need to be modernised throughout, and perhaps something done with this fireplace over here. It's very old-fashioned.
Again, carpets out. Pull another carpet in, a nice neutral colour, and totally get rid of this wardrobe here. There's nothing worse than these mirrored wardrobes.
Time for the all-important valuations.
In the property's current state, I'd value it at £275,000.
£250,000.
£275,000.
The average valuation works out at just over £266,600. Now it's down to today's renovation game team to add 15 grand to this bungalow, otherwise they don't get paid. Foreman Paul has been in the business for 24 years. It's down to him to get the job done on a £3,000 budget and on time. Jamie is the carpenter, and what he doesn't know about wood, well, it's worth knowing. Steph is an all-rounder and a whiz when it comes to plastering. Finally, Ben is the designer and is responsible for the overall look of the home. Look at that, all right. What's up? All right, ladies. Now then, put your kit down. I've got some news for you. Let's see if it's good news or bad news. So, you know, the estate agents have come round this house, 3 of them. The average valuation for this house is £266,000.
In the bag.
That's good.
Right. I wouldn't quite say that, Jamie.
Well, he says in the bag. If you walked around this house yet, you would
I haven't seen it yet.
you would see the work that you need to do in this house. Now, I'm very interested in seeing what you guys plan to do here, because it's not the easiest configured house, I don't think. Jean and Jeff, they're out the back, so let's go and meet them and find out exactly what you want to do. You guys
Have a look around.
Yeah.
go and see what mess they've got you into.
Great.
All right? Let's go. I think Jamie's confidence is misplaced, as he's about to realise.
Come on then. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
It's awful.
Oh,
Bit of filling work. Ceiling, walls, a whole hallway. Hallways are the worst.
These guys have been around your house, and they've come up with a master plan of how to increase the value of your house by £15,000, but also, at the same time, make your house more of a home. So, Ben, talk me through some of your designs.
Well, first I'd like to create a house that isn't really a building site. So updating a lot, injecting a lot of style into your home, and creating a bit of light, because you're living in the dark age at the moment in part of that house, aren't you? So we're going to introduce a bit of light where there isn't light at the moment.
We're going to upgrade the kitchen and the bathroom. Yeah. So we're going to do new worktops, new doors in the kitchen. In the bathroom, there's going to be, you know, a little bit of tiling done, new bath, shower.
wow.
It's pink.
It's pink and it's tiled. And it's not very nice tiles, really, is it? Oh, wow.
I didn't have time to do that.
You guys, I won't delay you any longer. Get to work and we'll catch up with you in a minute. Come on, go, 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 go! Let's not start work quite yet. Have you got a kettle?
Yeah.
Let's have a cup of tea, come on.
All right.
I have to, haven't we?
Have we got any?
Yeah, mate.
I thought you said there was no plastering.
What, can you see any? I can't. What's the problem?
What's wrong with your eyes?
What? Yes, we could skim all these walls, but have we got time? I don't think so. So what we're going to do is make good this ceiling, make good the walls, and then just decorate it.
The
Okay.
majority of those walls are going to be covered and papered, so it's not really a big concern. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kitchen for you, Jamie.
Yeah.
What we're going to do is you can start easy filling these walls and getting it all ready for
Yeah, of
decoration,
course, yeah.
and then I'm stuck as per usual in the bathroom.
The team have just 3 days and a £3,000 budget to make over this property. The bungalow has 2 bedrooms at the back. The front door leads into a dining room which opens onto the living room at the front of the house. The living room is currently outdated and will be brought into the 21st century with fresh colour, brighter carpet and modern accessories. In the dining room, the cracks will be filled and the room transformed into a contemporary bright space that makes mealtimes a pleasure. The 1980s kitchen decor will be modernised right down to the kitchen sink. A luxury worktop will be added and the tiles made neutral. The bathroom will be gutted and extended by knocking through to the boiler cupboard. A bath will be added and a new shower fitted, and the flowery tiles will just wilt away. Jeff's quite happy with his guest room, so they're not going to touch this. But in the master bedroom, Ben has a plan to modernise the mirrored wardrobes and add a contemporary colour scheme. Finally, the hallway will be decorated in neutral tones to tie the whole bungalow together. There's a mountain of work to do in just 3 short days, and adding 15 grand is going to be a challenge. Jeff has already started packing up. He's no expert at DIY, but he's sticking around for the next couple of days to lend a hand. Inside, the team are working hard to increase the value of this house by £15,000, or they don't get paid. Go on, Ben. Go on, son. Come on. Get it, Ben. Learn it, Ben. The team is renovating Jean's bungalow in Middlesex, repairing the cracks created by her well-meaning son, Jeff, and giving the place a complete makeover. Jamie is getting stuck into the kitchen, but he doesn't seem very happy. Jamie!
Johnny!
What are you doing in here, then? What have you been told you've got to do in here?
Right, take all these doors off.
Good.
Replacing for the same. So I'm not sure what the...
What do you mean the same?
Well, basically going to have oak doors again.
What?
But I think it's just a bit more updated, a bit more modern.
Okay.
Painting over the tiles.
Oh no, I hate it when they do
know.
that. Really?
Well, I said
Oh,
to...
there's loads of tiles.
I know.
Here.
Well, I said to Paul as a compromise, why don't we get rid of those tiles, so at least it's not so painted tiles when you walk in the room.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, can you like get these tiles off the wall and then just plaster
Yeah,
it?
exactly. And then just paint the rest of the tiles.
I'll have a word.
Yeah, always.
Do you know with this then what I mean? I agree with Jamie about the plans for the kitchen. Where's he getting the skip? Swapping oak doors for oak doors and not changing the tiles. At least it'll get a shiny new oven. The old one's had it.
This might be the last time you see me.
Frighteningly, designer Ben has got his normally smooth hands on a lump hammer. He wants to increase the light into the dining room and is knocking out the doorway. Top tip, Ben, always remove nearby glass lampshades. That's another £20 out of the budget then. Jean's already had enough. I'm not surprised.
Jean, don't worry, you're in safe hands.
I hope so.
I'm also escaping. So, whilst the mayhem ensues back at Jean and Jeff's house, I'm here to take a look at this place. Another semi-detached bungalow. The difference is, it's on the market for nearly £33,000 more. I'd like to see why. Wow, look at this place. The finish really knocks you back. It's really, really well done. Now, I don't think the guys can compete. They just don't have enough time to knock through walls and make a kitchen as big as this. But I do know on that van they've got new worktops, new cupboard doors. They need to get as close as possible to the finish, the look and style of this kitchen as possible. So it really is impressive. So this room here is pretty much similar to the middle room back at Jean and Jeff's place. So much so that neither of them have natural light sources. But not only is the finish good here, they've also got some downlighters up above. Now I think Ben's minded to do exactly the same, and I hope he pursues with this because it really helps lift the entire room. Now, in Jean and Jeff's place, this would be that massive living room. This house only has that small living room next door. It's a great finish in here. Now, back at Jean and Jeff's house, they've got a huge room, but they need to utilise that space. At the moment, it's dark and it's dated. Okay, so I think once Paul's taken that partition wall out, it will be a similar size, but the finish here is absolutely excellent. It's got floor-to-ceiling tiles. It looks really, really impressive. Hope you're noting this, Paul. No tile paint here, mate. The second bedroom. The entire house feels like a family home. Because of this room, but because of the big, modern family kitchen and all the fixture and fittings you see throughout the property. Now that is exactly what the renovation team need to do back at Jean and Jeff's property. They need an estate agent to think, yes, I can market this to young families and couples, because if they can, they open up that property to a wider audience, and that will influence the price, hopefully to at least £15,000 the better. Back at the bungalow, foreman Paul is knocking out the cupboard which once housed an old boiler. By removing it, the bathroom will be made large enough to replace the shower with a bath. Does he really expect it all to fall in the bucket? Maybe a tarpaulin would have been a better idea. While Paul demolishes, Steph is trying to put things back together.
I want to fix these walls.
She wanted to plaster the dining room ceiling and skim the walls, but foreman Paul has overruled her. Now, I'm with Steph on this. It's taking her ages, and for a professional finish, it should all be skimmed. Outside, Jamie is measuring up the new kitchen worktop.
I've done that wrong, haven't I? Done that wrong.
He can't afford to cut it in the wrong place. A large chunk of the budget has been spent on that worktop, and there's no money for another.
Get out of my face, man.
This is no ordinary work surface. Oh no, this has got sparkly bits in it. Borrow you a second, mate. Right. Ben? Now, I've been doing the sums on their spending plans. Ben has a wish list totalling £1,500 and Paul £1,800, taking them over their £3,000 budget. Something's got to go.
Have you two talked at all about how much each other's budget is?
Yeah, we did, didn't
we? And you cut it in half, did
I
you?
spent 1,100, wasn't it? Add 250 is 350. Oh, that's what they're doing it. They put the electrician's money in. All right.
Yeah. So?
No, I'm just working it out in my mind.
What's the solution?
Solution is we get rid of all this rubbish.
No, seriously, Paul, I've hardly bought anything.
Is there anything else we can cut back on? Must be something.
What about a labourer?
I think they mean you, Jamie, and that's not an option, guys. Although if he's messed up the worktop, he'll be out on his ear.
Of course it fits. I did it.
I never doubted him, honest.
It's the tiles I'm worried about. Because they're going to really show up once we put all the doors and the worktops and everything goes on. And stick out like a sore thumb.
New kitchens can add real value to a home. But if you haven't the money to splash out on a brand new one, there are some simple ways to make the best out of what you already have. If you have standard size carcasses, it's easy to change the doors. But if they're not, painting is a good option. But check to see what the surface is made of and always use a suitable primer. New worktops are a must to any kitchen facelift, but don't skimp on this, as it draws the eye more than anything else. Do consider changing your sink though, as a stained old one will not look good in a new worktop. In the bathroom, the demolition of the old cupboard is in full swing. They've already cleared 6 bucket loads. And there's even more to come. It's taken an hour to knock out the old cupboard and will take just as long to clear up.
I'm the only one who tidied up on this job.
Now, we know that's not true, Paul. It's poor Steph that's doing the hard work.
Oh, you've not done it yet?
Come on. Where do you think you're going?
Hey, in that, I thought that's what women were good at.
Oh, that's it now. That's it. You're getting plastered to my wall.
There's no danger of that, Steph. You're not allowed to plaster any walls, remember?
Yeah, it's a little bit annoying that Paul just keeps ordering me round and getting me to throw things in buckets and things. I think I need to start ordering him round. Let's start, shall we?
Eventually, the bathroom is debris-free, which means that Paul can start taking off the tiles. And start to make even more mess. In the living room, Ben has had a great idea to get rid of that stone fireplace, and I'm going to give him a hand.
Like a train set. And an air fix kit, please.
But with all the bricks removed, Ben's made more work for himself.
I'm going to have to strip back all this wallpaper because I haven't really thought about the brickwork coming out and the walls being as bad as they are, had I?
Es problema para usted.
Es mucho problema.
He had been planning to paint over the paper, but now it needs to come off. He's going to be at it for hours, and on big jobs like these, there simply isn't the time.
Hey up, Jean.
It's almost the end of the day, and Jean has come home, if that's what you can still call it.
Look at your new home, eh?
Beautiful.
What's missing?
God
From this,
help.
what's missing from this picture, Jean?
From this picture?
It's behind you.
Do you remember a wall here, a door?
Yes. I just walked through it.
You have, yeah. What do you think of your table? Bit of your handiwork here from your lad.
It's white.
It's white, all right. Are you happy with that being white, by the way?
Yes. Go on then.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You don't sound particularly convincing.
Well, I do like pine.
Hopefully Jean will be happier when the rest of the house is finished. But there's a long way to go. In the kitchen, Jamie's holding back a flood.
Ready? There you go.
And outside on the drive, Jean's new bathroom is still in bits. In fact, the whole house is somewhat of a mess. Lucky Jean's staying with a friend tonight. So, hurtling towards the end of day one, and there's a lot of money that's been spent and a lot of demolition that's taken place. The big question is, though, have they got enough time and money left to put it all back together again? It's day 2 in Middlesex, and the Renovation Game team are trying to overhaul this bungalow in just 3 days. They need to add £15,000 to its value, or they won't get paid.
I'm really tired. Finished last night at 12:30 at night. However, there's a lot to be done, so we've just got to knock on, get it done, and drink plenty of tea.
The electricians, paid for out of their £3,000 budget, have arrived. They're fitting halogens in the dining room, but after a late night, everyone else is a little hysterical.
So our trusty and professional electricians here have come up with the ancient technique of using the diamond pattern formation on the ceiling with an aesthetic feel throughout.
You talk nonsense.
Yeah, it's going to be a long day. Foreman Paul is in charge of putting in a new bathroom. He's knocked out an old cupboard to increase the size, and he's putting in a new stud wall to replace the old cupboard door. He did the first fix on the loo and the sink last night, but he's hit a costly problem.
Well, basically what happened on this wall last night was there's an aluminium rail here from the shower, so I took it off and then half the wall came off with it. I've got to dry line that wall, dry line that, retile it. It's double the amount of work now.
Paul and Ben still need to decide what to cut from their budget. There's nothing left for extra materials. I'm well aware I'm walking into a sea of problems.
Jamie, how's it going in the kitchen, mate?
Scotty, yeah, not too bad. Just gonna get the oven in. There's a few bits missing.
This looks all right. What do you mean bits missing? Just picked up on that.
We've got some hinges which you're going to go foraging in the skip for, apparently.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. The skip's almost full. There's an entire bathroom in there and the remains of last night's dinner. First, I need to see how Paul's getting on.
I'm going to be in here for another 2 days. Probably.
Yeah.
I've got no choice. I mean, yeah, but I can actually do this. I could finish this room if I've got the money. And I just haven't got the money.
What would you like to do with it?
What would I like to do was I'd paint all this and tile this whole wall, this whole back wall.
Right.
How
much will the tiles cost for that?
Right, I reckon if we just get normal white tiles, probably about 40, 50 quid.
Really?
Yeah.
How much copper stuff did you throw out of here?
I reckon it's close.
What if I have a route around and see if I can
Well,
find some
also, I need you to
stuff?
try and find some hinges for the
Yeah,
kitchen.
I've heard about that, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, whilst I'm in there being a skip rat looking for hinges, I'll see if I can find some scrap metal. All right.
All right, sorted, mate.
All right, cheers.
In the dining room, Ben and Steph are having a different type of scrap.
What was your job yesterday? To finish the fireplace, not finished. To finish the ceiling, not finished.
Prep the fireplace.
No, to finish it, because I'm papering it today.
Well, I can't see you papering. You've got paper.
I can't paper it because it's not been finished.
What's going on? Who's this, Steph?
He just doesn't understand what a master craftsman is.
I'm decorating.
It takes 10 minutes.
She's just flicking stuff, and I said to her,
That should have been finished yesterday anyway. So why is it being done now? Number 2, why is the fireplace not finished? Because that was supposed to be finished last night so I can paper it. At the moment, everything's not prepped.
But Steph has her own theory on why Ben is a little stressed.
Ben's in a flat because he's realised that the walls look awful and they should have been skimmed, but he wouldn't admit that they should have been skimmed. If we don't get those walls skimmed, we're not going to make this challenge and it's game over.
Steph could well be right. The walls are awful, and homeowner Jean's son Jeff is trying to smooth them.
So this is supposed to be finished, is it?
I think there's another coat going on top of paint.
It's not the surface of the moon.
There's no time for skimming now. The only thing for it is to sand, and Jeff's doing a sterling job. But have you never heard of an electric sander?
They think it's funny to do things retrospectively. So you start decorating, the things that should have been done before decorating happen afterwards. And then you're chasing your tail all the time for the next 3 days.
Ben, I've got a bucket in my hand. Would you like it over your head?
Just get the job done.
Ben, I think it's about time you actually shut your mouth and actually got on with that roller, don't you? You've moaned about it all morning now. We're not interested. Get on with it.
Ben and Paul are still planning to spend more than they have and haven't agreed on what should go. So I'm going to try and find them a bit more cash by selling some scrap metal. Right then, Paul, where on earth do you start? What are we looking for?
Copper.
Copper?
Copper, anything metal, but obviously copper's worth the most. Right, that's perfect. Nice bit of copper, no fittings on it, yeah? If it's got fittings on it, then obviously you don't get as much money.
Oh, right, OK.
Yes, you need to just clean it all up. Yeah, classic example. We want to cut the brass off, so we just cut it off with a cutter.
So you cut it off and then sell it separately?
Yeah.
OK, thanks, Paul. Jeff, if you see anything metallic, you point it out to me, mate. Paul reckons we can make around £75 salvaging the metal. Now, it won't solve the budget issues, but it will help.
Right.
Yep. Ah, corner, anyone? I'm not entirely confident we've got a treasure trove here, but let's find out, shall we? The old double oven is going to the scrapyard, but back in the kitchen, Jamie's having a nightmare trying to fit the new one. The hole that's been left by the old one is far too big.
Paul, that's not going to fit. Paul, the oven. It's not the right size.
With an overstretched budget, this looks like a money-saving exercise to me.
Basically, I know it doesn't fit because I got a price on a double oven. They wanted 580 quid.
Right. Okay.
Right. So what?
It's a no-no.
Exactly, it's a no-no. So we've got to put a single in. Now I'm hoping that some of them other cupboards, they said to me it should work because they've worked it out.
They may have saved some pennies on the budget, but rejigging the unit is a big job for Jamie.
Yeah. Should be it.
Yeah, really annoying.
Hey-ho. Just wasted time. Jamie sets to work reconfiguring the oven unit, and Jeff and I have arrived at the scrapyard. I feel a bit silly bringing so little, to be honest with you. Don't laugh. Oh!
All the ones that are worth more, we put it on the scales.
Right, OK. First to be weighed is the copper piping from the bathroom. Oh, look at that, eh? Next up is the aluminium from the shower cubicle. Each type of metal has a different value. And finally, the old oven. Foreman Paul reckons we'll make around £75. And the grand total is...
£24 and 10p, mate.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Right. Looks like Ben needs to take some more stuff back to the shops.
20.
Lovely.
4.
Brilliant.
Need 10p.
Oh, let's not forget the 10A. Will, thank you very much.
Lovely. Cheers, mate.
Good luck, mate.
See you later. Take care. See you later, mate. Have a good day.
I'm dropping Jeff at a local hotel. He'll be back for the big reveal tomorrow. That's if there's something to reveal, of course. Back at the bungalow, Paul is rushing to get the tiles up in the bathroom. Sometimes it's a case of less haste, more speed. Next door in the kitchen, Jamie's started the epic mission of painting all of those tiles. The twee rural landscape will soon be a thing of the past.
Looks better already.
Well, here's a city boy. In the dining room, Steph is painting under strict orders from Ben.
Don't touch the ceiling with it.
Now, see, that's not my fault because you told me too late. I wasn't looking, babe. I'm sorry.
Can you?
I'll touch it in. I'll touch it in.
Also, it's better if you edge it first, and then when you come with it to the roller after, it blends it in.
Well, thanks, darling. I appreciate your wisdom. I can't even say that. I'm so tired. Oh, what are we doing?
Everyone's exhausted and this project is well behind. The decorating should have been finished by now, but the living room is far from complete and the master bedroom has barely been started. Time to rally the troops.
Now look, I'm really disappointed about how this build is going. This is taking way too long at the moment. Now, I know, Jamie, you're struggling on the kitchen at the moment because you need a few of the shelves and stuff like that, but we're going to sort that out, but there's loads more to do. That's it. So we need to crack that room and finish it tonight.
On it, man.
Decoration-wise, we need to knock all this through, right through.
Yeah.
Seriously, we need to really pull our weight. You two working together. You know, you two on the decoration, basically, for this whole place.
There was hardly a rallying speech, and everyone's back to work, reluctantly. Steph is skimming the inside of the fireplace to give it clean lines. In the kitchen, Jamie's still painting the tiles.
It's not just like a splashback or something that you can just easily get over. It is the whole lot. It's always going to be a pain.
Time is one thing, but the budget is another. They should have been making cutbacks in their spending plans all day. OK, guys, I'm back from the scrapyard. Glamour. I've got some money, yeah. £24, 10p. How much over budget are you now?
£3.50.
Oh, that's more than when I left.
That's a body blow.
This was going to get you back to within, what, 25, 50 quid, wasn't it? What has it been? More fittings for the shower or what?
Yeah.
Well, look, I don't mind where you find these cutbacks, but you will have to find them. Your budget is £3,000 for these 3 days' worth of work, and you can't finish over. All right, Paul? All right. So as Paul does his sums, the team settle in for another long night, but everybody seems to have had enough.
We've got to make our target. I mean, apart from the fact we've now got the added problem of going over budget, which you could do without with, you know, we've just got to I've got to get this kitchen finished tonight.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jamie falls asleep on the kitchen floor. Well, coming to the end of day two, it's nearly 10 to 8 now. And the team are faced with a big decision. They're going to make these cutbacks get back within their budget. But they need to decide where and when to make these cutbacks, because if they fail to make the cutbacks in the right area, they could fail to reach their target. And if they do, well, they're not going to get paid. It's the third and final day of the renovation game in Middlesex. The team has just a few hours to complete their overhaul of this bungalow. They need to add £15,000 to the value or they won't get paid. It's already 8:30 in the morning and there's not much happening. One of the team is missing.
Guys, where's Steph?
She came with you, didn't she?
No. You were bringing her. Because I left you at the breakfast table. I said, I'm going.
Oh, wait,
she's not here, obviously, is she?
Hello. What are you going to do?
Steph's been left at the team's hotel. She'll not be happy, and picking her up is wasting more valuable time. Well, it's a glorious start to day three. Now, when I left the team, they were over budget and running out of time. I wonder just how far they got up to last night. The bathroom is still in bits, and Paul's trying to deal with it, starting with painting tiles.
There is still a hell of a lot of work to do. We make it look easy, but it's not at all. I mean, you know, it's a nightmare.
Oof. Paul?
Yeah?
What in the name of Jebediah Springfield is that? I mean, is this some sort of crazy joke?
Well, no, I'm under Ben's instructions, so I'm just painting, mate.
I don't really get that, to be honest with you, but what do you think of it?
What do I honestly think of it?
Yeah.
I think Ben's made a massive mistake. I think he's devalued my bathroom.
All those hours, days you put in
I know,
here,
look
only
at
to
it.
paint it.
Fantastic.
What mushy pea green. At least in the living room, something is going to plan. The carpet fitters, paid for out of their £3,000 budget, have arrived, and it's looking heavenly already. At last, Steph is on site. She's missed an hour's work, so she's behind in the hallway and she's still reeling.
How could they forget me? I mean, you know, don't they realise who does all the work around here?
Steph, this team have got a lot to learn, but at least they've managed to make some savings on the budget. Carpenter Jamie has saved some money by making some shelves instead of buying some, and they've also made cutbacks in the kitchen. There'll be no new hob or extractor fan, but they haven't balanced the books just yet.
Oh, go on, what do you want to talk about?
Look, we still need to cut back a few £100, don't we? So,
No, be a bit more specific. How many £100?
£150.
£150. Yeah, so what are you thinking?
Right, I'm thinking, did you want to do anything in here, like on these wardrobes you were going on about?
Yeah, I want to do the wardrobes.
All right. Well, how much does that roughly come in at?
About £80 for the film.
Right, I think it's going to have to go, mate.
Ben was hoping to buy some opaque film to cover the bottom half of the mirrors and generally zhuzh them up. If it leaves them like this, they could well bring the valuation down.
It's going to look shocking though, Paul.
What can we do? I think, basically, this back room, we've done the rest of the house. You have done a couple of little bits in here. I think it'll look fine.
Right.
Honestly.
Ben's not convinced, but there's no choice, and they still need to rein in their ideas by £80. It's approaching lunchtime, and Steph is painting the splashback in the kitchen. She doesn't realise that the homeowner, Jean, hates red. I'm starting to dread showing Jean around. Outside, Ben is painting the inside of the living room shelves. You guessed it, they're red too. This just gets worse by the minute. The carpet fitters have moved into the master bedroom. They're doing a professional job, which is more that can be said for Ben, the designer.
What?
Look at his wallpaper.
Oh my goodness
Bedtime
me.
Ben's done. Yeah, that's bedtime Ben for you. Look at it, it's all hanging off and up here. Look, I never seen nothing like it. This is really shoddy, isn't it?
That was like that last night.
I know, that's what I said to him.
And he's left it.
Do you know what he said to
hasn't
me?
fixed
He said, don't worry about it. And I thought, well, we're doing a proper job and trying to make everything look perfect as a build team.
Yeah.
And then the designer's letting us down like that. I think it's disgusting.
Can I pick up something from last night? I did tell him about as well.
Yeah.
Just look underneath the radiator.
Oh, no.
That is shocking.
Is that a bit low? That light?
Come on.
Ben needs to sort that wallpaper. A shoddy finish will bring down the valuation. But right now, he seems more concerned with his curtain feature in the dining room. He plans to illuminate it.
The force is strong with this one.
There's an hour to go, and there are still tiles to be painted, shelves to be hung, and that wallpaper to be sorted. Ben is having to cut back on the finishing touches, and he's outside trying to find things to return so that they can stay within their £3 budget. How are we getting on budget-wise?
You're going to love me.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh. £5 under.
Get in! Budget issues resolved, there's just the clock to beat. Right! Half an hour to go! Good luck, everybody! Time to add those finishing touches. Not that there's that many.
I know.
Paul, are we putting a door on here? They've got to go. They're outside. Owner Jean and son Jeff are back and keen to see the changes to the bungalow. The team's waiting outside to see their reactions.
First one already?
I've been here ages. We've been done so long.
Oh. Hello, mate.
Yeah, if only that was the truth. Now then, how you doing?
I'm all right, thank you.
Are you nervous?
I'm very nervous.
I bet you are. You look a little bit nervous, actually. Now, you've probably got a bit more about what's been going on, Jeff.
I've got a feeling for some of what's going on, yeah.
Are you positive about what you're about to see?
I'm very positive myself, and I'm sure Mum will be once she got to use the idea.
What's she been saying back there?
She's just scared stiff, basically.
Well, let's go and find out what they've done. 3 days ago, Jean didn't have a dining room. It had been in bits for 5 months. Now it's a modern luxury space, complete with an illuminated feature curtain wall. Can you come, Jean?
Beautiful.
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 Good.
I love it. I love that. It's really nice.
Looks like a success so far.
I'm amazed by it.
Yeah, it's lovely.
It's really bright. Before it wasn't.
What do you think of the soft wall at the back?
It's different.
The living room was tired and needed to be brought into the 21st century. The team has done just that. With a 70s fireplace removed and a new colour scheme, the room feels welcoming and fashionable. But I'm worried about the red. Jean hates red. Now then, Jean. What are we thinking of this room?
I think it looks great.
I know you weren't so keen on red.
That's right. It all works in very well. It's lovely.
It's nice that Jean likes the red inside as well.
Yeah.
Which is,
Yeah.
The kitchen was an 80s timepiece. It was boring and bland. Now it's anything but. New doors, a new oven and a new worktop have transformed it. But I hope Jean won't be seeing red when she sees more red.
Come right in.
Oh, that is new.
Yeah?
Yeah, lovely.
I was a bit worried that I pushed the modern look a bit far with Jean.
Talk to me about your favourite colour, red.
To be honest, I'm not mad about it, but I'll probably get used to it.
Oh, that was a really good job, I thought.
Yeah,
that
was
was
a good technique.
reaction. Yeah.
The bedroom was dominated by those huge mirrored wardrobes and the furniture was from a bygone age. The mirrors are still there, but now they reflect a more contemporary look. Your master bedroom?
Yeah, it's different. Very different.
What does that mean?
Pleasantly so.
Good. Excellent.
Oh, that's
good.
nice.
Oh, that's nice. Like that, yeah.
The bathroom was pink and flowery. There wasn't room for a bath and the shower, well, it was more of a trickle. With the cupboard knocked through, the room now has everything it needs. But I'm still not sure about the green tile paint. In you go, Jean.
Oh my goodness. Lovely. Really makes so much difference. It's so much bigger.
Well, getting rid of that wall?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, have you ever thought about using this kind of coloured tile paint before?
No.
Why are you laughing?
Because I've bought some tile paint before and Mum says she doesn't like tile paint. She wouldn't dream of putting it on.
I think I've done a good job in there, but the kitchen's is good. I think we've cracked it.
Oh, how was it?
They love the tile paint.
Lovely. Very good.
I heard you like the red. Like the colour red.
Jean is overwhelmed by her new look bungalow, but the renovation game team won't be paid unless they've added £15,000 to the value of this property. The estate agents are back and Jean and Jeff have joined the team to see what they think of her new home.
Yeah, it's a transformation. There's just bits of wallpaper there that's not quite against the wall there. A few little digs and things here.
After actually watching that, I actually feel depressed. Don't you?
I do feel depressed.
I actually do feel depressed, like she's dropped my mood totally.
Massive improvement with the brick fireplace coming out, makes a nice feature. And obviously all the shelving's now a lot more modern.
Good.
That's good.
We've still got the old tiles, although they've been improved. We've still got the old tiling everywhere, and we've got, unfortunately, the Artex ceiling.
We could have replaced the whole kitchen, we just didn't have the time, so.
This is much better. I like the colour scheme here as well. The ceiling's pretty bad, and just this doors, they've just left a cream, not painted there, see?
It was on the pink side.
How many times did I
leaning,
shout, right, can you paint that door?
When I was painting the kitchen, you
4 or 5 times, didn't I?
Now for the new valuations.
Right, guys, all done?
All done.
All put your individual valuations on that piece of card?
Yes, we have.
Can I take it?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you very much. Right, well, I'll work out the average of these three. Thank you all again for coming back, and maybe see you again soon.
Lovely.
Thanks for your time. Cheerio.
Thanks. Bye.
The bungalow was originally valued at just over £266,600. The new valuation needs to be over £281,600. Otherwise, the team's efforts will have been in vain.
Yeah, I'll get first now.
Right then, can I just squeeze in here? Got some numbers, ladies and gentlemen. You've just seen 3 estate agents walk around this house, which I think looks lovely.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what I think, does it?
No.
You all know the average valuation of this house 3 days ago was £266,000. The new average valuation for this house is £35,000 on top of the value of this house. Join us again the same time, same place tomorrow. But for now, it's good night. Well done!